Hello Voyagers, welcome to my presentation, Bitcoin Gradually Then Suddenly. This is my final project for the course Persuasion. Before I dive in, I'd like to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor, and I do not recommend investing in any assets from this presentation. This presentation is only for informational purposes. So let's get started. Today, I want to talk to you about the rising inequality in our financial system and your feelings of being left behind from the lavish lives of the elite. Trust me when I say I understand your feelings. I too was long under the impression that only if I work hard and keep my head down, I will eventually rise through the ranks and also join the rich and successful. Unfortunately, that turned out to be not true. Just like yourself, I'm fed up with paying high taxes and not having my elected officials keep their promises. I too am fed up with the rising cost of living expenses outpacing my salary. For too long I thought, if I just save enough, work hard and invest my savings, one day I can be carefree. Till I realized this is not how it works. The politicians, hedge fund managers, and CEOs of our world do not play by the same rules we have to play by. Earlier this year, this inequality was on full display during GameStop's saga, when average Joe investors banded together to squeeze hedge funds out of the short positions in GME stock. The glaring inequality became unbearingly obvious when Robinhood, the popular app, did the hedge funds bidding and stopped trading GameStop stock along with many other retail brokerages. I want to be clear here. Investors were cheated out of an unprecedented opportunity to reverse the rules and for once have the upper hand against institutional investors. So what does this have to do with Bitcoin? I don't want to regurgitate the same things you've already heard about Bitcoin hundreds of times. Facts such as that Bitcoin has outperformed every asset of the past decade with a compound annual growth rate of 200% annually. Or that the limited supply of only 21 million Bitcoins ever being mineable serves as a decentralized inflation hedge. Or maybe that the built-in scarcity and increasing difficulty of mining Bitcoin every 4 years has propelled the price every 4 years forward like clockwork. Oh no. I'm also not attempting today to convince you that Bitcoin is, in fact, greener than the present banking system, by a wide margin, despite popular opinion. Or that Bitcoin is not overpriced yet, and that we're still in the beginning stages of this financial revolution. Or how many times Bitcoin has been declared dead, 433 to be precise, and that China has now banned finally Bitcoin, for the 18th time. No. Today, I'm here to tell you about the sleeping giant. I want you to show you the side you normally do not hear about, because it's inconvenient, because it doesn't serve the elite, and because you might just realize how big of a revolution is underway. So let's get started. Did you know that El Salvador, the country, has changed their laws to make Bitcoin legal tender? The receipt to the left here shows you how a user paid for their McDonald's breakfast with Bitcoin using the Lightning Network. Or did you know that the current SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, is a former MIT professor who taught blockchain technology at the MIT Sloan School of Management? This is effectively giving the reins of institutionally permitting Bitcoin in the USA to someone who fundamentally understands and shares our vision. By the way, Gary Gensler assured us in October of this year that the US is not planning to ban Bitcoin. Or did you know that there are currently over 12 applications for Bitcoin spot price ETFs pending? ETFs will make Bitcoin widely more accessible as an investment vehicle, going as far as making it an investment option even in our 401k retirement plans. The magnitude of the equity that will flow into Bitcoin ETFs will be unprecedented. And lastly, did you know that Wyoming has passed special legislation, Bill HB 0074, that authorized the banking commissioner to charter special purpose depository institutions, enabling banking services, like depository and custody services, to crypto companies? Do you see what is happening It's gradual until it's sudden.